Hi, I'm Terry Cravens, and my husband and I own Barcy Bar Performance Horses. We do a lot of breeding and boarding of horses here. We've been running the broodmare part of the horses for several years. We do anything with the mare side of the equine reproduction. Today we're going to be talking to you about some of the handling, the general handling, how we secure the mares during the vet work that's being performed, the record keeping behind it, and just in general some of the general cleanliness and disinfectant, how we handle those situations with all. We do this for the public as well as for our personal use, and I'm just excited to be here and be able to talk with you about it. Good morning. Right here you see our palpation chute. This is where we bring the mares in order for the vet to be able to check them and just see their stage of ovulation, or if we need to do any cultures or anything else with her, this is where they go. We try to make it convenient for the vet. So we have paper towels right here. We've got electrical power right here in case, to plug in the ultrasound, if we need a light, anything else right here. We've fixed this to actually hold the ultrasound machine. The gates are made to open easily and secure the mare here. This right here prevents the mare from being able to kick. So it's a safety measure to make sure that everybody, the horse, the vet, everybody is protected here. We also, a necessity for the palpation chute is water. So we've got right here easily accessible hot and cold running water that we just have heated so that it's comfortable for the mare when we're rinsing her off. So you'll notice around the palpation chute here we've got some fencing. It's very secure fencing. A lot of times the mares that come in here for breeding or checking may have foal on them. So in this way it helps us secure the foal. We're able to just slide this door shut up here to where the vet's working. We've got gates on each side. You'll notice, just in case we need to, make a quick exit out one side or the other. But otherwise, you'll see the fencing is all secure horse wire with the steel surrounding, so the foal's going to be very safe in this environment. All right, so now I'll show you how we put the mare into the stocks in order to make it, safe for everyone. This is Fancy and Milena. Fancy is due on February 15th. So we just lock the mare in. We always secure the mare first. Then we step up and secure the back panel. Step up one step. Okay. So now you can see she's secure. The vet needs to come in here and do anything. We're able to, just work with her as we need to. All right, we're back again here. You've seen the palpation chute where we put the mares in for the vet to check. Now let's talk a little bit about the supplies that you need to have on hand when the vet's getting ready to do their work. So it's good to keep them all close and handy right here so the vet can just step around, grab what they need, go right back. So paper towels, always a necessity. One of the real important things that you'll see in later videos is when the vet needs to palpate the mare or inseminate the mare, you have these beautiful sleeves. I'm not going to demo the actual putting on because it's ugly. But you'll see it's just a shoulder length sleeve. Put your arm in and be able to then very cleanly be able to work on checking the mare. We've got additional supplies that can be necessary. When there's a difference between when the vet is checking the mare just to check cycle versus when she's going to inseminate the mare. With insemination, we use sterile sleeves. So they come individually wrapped. It's basically the same sleeve as you saw here, but it is sterile, which is better for the environment when she's actually inserting the semen in through the cervix. We have sterile lubricant that goes along, of course, with the insemination of the mare. When we're doing that work, we will wrap the tail. to keep all of the hair out of the way. So we keep vet wrap on hand. Again, it just keeps the environment cleaner. We always have on hand a betadine scrub, which just helps with the cleaning of the mare and making sure, again, the whole environment there is clean for the mare. We've got sponges, just gauze sponges. We keep those handy. We keep pipettes handy. This is, again, for the insertion of the semen when we reach that point. And it's just a long pipette. They're individually wrapped, so they are sterile at the time. And it's very simple with the sleeve, and we just put the semen here and insert the entire, this up into the mare to go through the cervix. The vet will demonstrate that later very much more effectively than I do. From here we would go into the record keeping. To me, one of the most important parts of this whole process is keeping a very solid record of what's going on. Now your vet's going to keep some records. The good vets will keep a lot of records. I tend to put more detail into my records. Glasses, because I'm old. So we just keep a book, and here I just keep all the supplies that I'm going to need. I keep some highlighters, sticky notes, my pens in case I have special notes to take. And then I've just tabbed this book for each mare. So you can see then we keep information recorded here as to the mare, the stallion that she's going to be bred to, the phone number for the stallion farm. We keep a record here as to the dates of collection in the months that we're going to be getting semen in. So this particular stallion, in February and March, they collect on even days of the month. Some farms will then switch that to where then April they will collect on odd days. Some stallion farms will collect only Monday through Friday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or they'll have specific days, and you have to research each of your stallion farms to know specifically what their collection routine is. From here, because we are I do this for the public, I keep record here again of who the owner is and the owner's contact information. From there we're going into, we track the date and then details and comments. I'll track what's going on the left ovary and the right ovary. What's the status of the cervix? Is it open? Is it closed? Is it softening? And then any miscellaneous comments about the level of edema that's evident. When we get into where we have follicles that are getting ready to breed, we just track that follicle growth along so that we can see clearly the growth of it, how much it's growing by day. Kind of a common standard is that follicle can grow, say, 5 millimeters per day. That would be a standard thing, but boy, these mares they will mess you up if you try to count on that. So it's very important. The vet will say, let's recheck in 2 days, let's recheck in 5 days. And you want to keep that record here so that you know exactly when you're rechecking that mare. We'll track everything from when they ovulate, and then when we're doing pregnancy checks, and everything right through when we are checking their progesterone level, to ensure that they have the environment within that they can actually support that baby, that embryo. We track all of those results. I can't tell you how important this information is. All right, kind of continuing along the line of record keeping. One of the important things is to know day by day what the activities during the day need to be. So a friend made me this great board that we're able to easily track the days of the week, and I rotate it. So you'll see here, this is today, February 4th through the 7th, but then I started over again with the 8th, 9th, 10th. At the end of the day today, I will clear this, and this will become the 11th. So I'm always looking at my book, looking at the calendar, and saying, okay, what's upcoming? What's the next thing that comes in? What mares do we have to have in tomorrow? When do we need them? What are we doing? So like here, we've got 3 that, and this is unrelated to breeding, but we'll be trimming feet on 3 tomorrow, or tonight or tomorrow. So we've got that here. You can see here for today, we checked Spice for her to see her ovulatory status, which is not right now. She's just in a transitional heat. We had a mare named Nala in that we removed her calves lick on, and we'll talk more about calves lick later on in some of the later series. But you can just kind of see that it's just a rolling record so that you're able to always at a glance see, what are we doing today? What's up on the schedule today? Okay, back again here. We're going to talk a little bit about disinfecting the areas, keeping a good cleanliness around the operation, and in particular around the breeding part of the operation. We generally keep on hand 3 different types of cleaners and disinfectants. Bleach, just plain old bleach, available at your local Dollar General. Bleach will clean a lot of things. It's a really good product to have around. It's not going to clean everything that you want. So the next step in the process, we look at a chlorhexidine solution. This is used commonly in a lot of veterinarian clinics. It's a really good disinfectant and cleaner. It kills a lot of different bugs and viruses that are around and helps keep things a lot safer. An additional cleanser that we use a lot with the horses and then with the cattle is Symbiont. It's called an agricultural wash. It does clean on contact, so it doesn't have to dry before you can replace the animal, in that environment. The other reason we really like it for the horses, and you'll see right on the labeling, because it does kill EHV1, E. coli, Salmonella, H1N1, bacteria, funguses, and viruses. Horses, when we've got horses transporting in for breeding, they leave, we've got other ones that come in, it's very important for us that we make sure the environment that we're bringing these horses into and managing these horses is as clean an environment as we can make it. So we focus very highly on these types of products. All right, so the application of these products, it's pretty simple. We just put them in a sprayer. This is a 3-gallon sprayer. They come much smaller, and of course they come larger, but I want something I can actually pack up and down the barn aisle. So it's easy. The directions all tell you how to mix it with water. You just put it in the sprayer and spray to your heart's content. So in one of the clips, you'll have a lot of information about some of the hormones that are used in order to manage your mare's cycle. In the event that you become responsible for storing any of those hormones, your vet will be able to tell you this set of hormones are available or able to be stored at room temperature, but these need to be climate controlled and in a refrigerator. So there's your trusty refrigerator. You always want to kind of have those available and store them the way that your vet instructs you.